I just want food. We want food.
I want food. We just want food. And in Museveni's Uganda, every kind of opposition in some sort of a protest or demonstration is perceived as riot, as rebelling against Uganda. They're willing to deploy an entire, team of 20 people to come and arrest one person.
I was told that there is an educationist called Nyanzi, and she said so much about me today. And I just wanted to tell the people, because so many people were so angry, and they kept saying, did you hear what this
Nobody was angry apart from your family members. She even wore Makerere's majestic robe and cap. Feeling high on deception, she postured on and on. Higher and higher and higher, she was a goddess. Higher still and higher, she was a Muchwezi deity. But now whispers claim the imposter gasps for life. This is Stella Nyanzi Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Stella Nyanzi Unleashed. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stella Nyanzi Unleashed. She's targeting Janet Kataaha Museveni, the First Lady of Uganda. Now, you might be wondering, Monica, what do you mean unleashed? How come I haven't seen a thing? Okay, lady and gentlemen, please have a seat and let me have a conversation with you, or let you know what's going on. Okay. Now, we have learned in the recent past that Janet Kataaha Museveni is extremely ill. Prayers to her so that she's able to recover, but ultimately have an epiphany. She has no business remaining in that state house with her husband. They've failed abysmally. They should be leaving the state house, period. Okay? And I pray she recovers, absolutely. But that's me. Other people are going to respond in a different way, and that's what I'm going to be talking tonight. Now, as you all know that Janet Kataaha is sick, and one of the many Ugandans who have faced the wrath of the Museveni criminal regime, especially from the shadows of Janet Kataaha Museveni, is none other than Stella Nyanzi. So, what does she do in a situation like this? When I say that Stella Nyanzi is one of those Ugandans that have faced the wrath of the Museveni's criminal regime, I really mean it. She's been embarrassed. She's been mocked. She's been thrown in prison, stripped of her dignity, fired from her job, name it. I mean, let me show you here. This is Stella Nyanzi. Look at how many people are trying to arrest her. And what crime? Protest, peaceful protest.
I want food. I just want food. We want food.
I want food. We just want food. And in Museveni's Uganda, every kind of opposition in some sort of a protest or demonstration is perceived as riot, as rebelling against Uganda. They're willing to deploy an entire, team of 20 people to come and arrest one person, because they are extremely allergic to any form of opposition. So, there was a time when Janet Kataaha Museveni was like, I cannot believe she has abused me. And this is when she came out and made those out of touch, detached from the reality statements about Ugandan parents who, send their kids to school early in the morning on borders. Stella Nyanzi was quick to say, hey, shut up. You don't know what we go through. You don't even understand. You have a son who has never worked a day in his life. Again, I'm not sure whether it's the real mother, but that's a debate for another day. So like, no, we don't need your advice. And she came. I think I'll play you what Janet Kataaha said. Then I'll take you to what Stella Nyanzi said.
And sometimes you see that in urban centers like Kampala, where there is so much traffic, there is so many borders, there are so many people walking, and borders are going like that, and the little children are at the back.
First of all, the detachment from the reality. You have to appreciate parents that are sacrificing in a poor country. Many of them are putting their children. Now, is it dangerous? Absolutely. I have seen it and I understand. But the office of the First Lady should understand that you don't just come out of the blue and start making all these statements. Oh, then you see them on a border going like this. We can blame that on your husband. He's failed. Look at Kampala. He's failed. So, and then when she was criticized, she came out and tried to play victim. Oh, I don't know what I did to Stella Nyanzi. Why would she abuse? Let me play you here when she was. I think I have the video here.
I was told that there is an educationist called Nyanzi, and she said so much about me today. And I just wanted to tell the people, because so many people were so angry, and they kept saying, did you hear what this
Nobody was angry apart from your family members.
He was saying about you. Aren't you going to do this or do the other? I wanted to say that the people who are goodwill, really, who were concerned that
really
I should be attacked for something I did, and I still don't know what wrong I committed to do.
First of all, Kataaha, welcome to the big girl's business, okay? You are the First Lady. What's wrong with these people? Why do they have this fragile ego that just a modicum of criticism, even insults, make them think like, oh, I can't believe she has attacked me. Really? Really? Then how many people are you going to respond to? And of course, I know this is not a surprise to you because you've had reports of how many people have been arrested because they've mocked probably her eyes or her hair or her legs or her hand or fingers. How many people are you going to get abducted and arrested? If you cannot take an insult, you even have time. But because the mission of these folks of Janet Kataaha is to show power. Let me show you. My name is Janet T. You have to fear me now. Now that you said that I have big eyes, let me send 60 people to abduct you. And then she comes, oh, I didn't know what I said, really. Oh, please. Really? Really? The First Lady? Jeez, these people.
Observe that kind of language and the names she chose to call me and all that.
At first, she had she has some choice words. I can't use them. That's not me, but that's, I appreciate art and I appreciate creative minds. I'm an art enthusiast. So I'm going to let her do her thing. But she has some choice words. I'll show you, for example, here. Ladies and gentlemen, this Stella Nyanzi woman, listen here. For example.
Abagala tulina ebisoko n'ennono tulina omuntu agala nayogera ekintu n'akijjayo bw'ogaba naye wabula ayogedde ettako naye tategeeza ttako.
aba ategeeza ki?
Ategeeza katuuliro. Amanyuma. Kati bwe omuntu namugamba nti tako. Genda okozesa obwo nga amatako gakola gatya. Mutegeera. Bwe mangambye nti oli mmana.
Stella Nyanzi, okay, please, okay? Now, I know some of you are watching, be like, Monica, you can't say, you don't have to play that. But really, you have to understand people, know what they say and how they say it, and why they say what they say. Okay? So, I'll stop there. So, that's what Janet Kataaha. And look, I have people who abuse me, who insult me on social media. Sometimes I just look at them because they don't know me. Many of them are keyboard warriors. They'll be like, okay, Monica, you're so stupid, you're a fool. I told you I had a Kaband at one time accused me of being gay. And then after a few days, then he said that I was in love with my friend, Remy Bahati. He has no proof whatsoever. All these are lies. But I'm not going to go on and try to prove a point to Kabanda. Do you know I am known? Let me show you this. Do I have that time now? I am a ding-dong. On social media, I occupy a drop in the ocean. There's nothing. If I have that, now this sounds like blowing my own trumpet, but hey, I'm trying to make an example about myself. If I'm not going to be like, okay, Kabanda, if I ever catch you, I'm going to do this to you. I cannot use that language. I know Kabanda is a clown for sure. I'm not going to argue with Kabanda, so I'm going to be like, okay, that's a member of parliament for Kasambia. Okay, that's Kabanda. If I'm not going to do that, then what's wrong with these people? The Janet Kataaha of this world. Listen.
I just wanted to tell people that I honestly forgave that lady.
I honestly forgave that lady. You know, this when she says, I honestly forgave, you know what she's saying. She's not trying to say that I forgive you. This is all for PR stunt. So let me show you, because she's always wanted to present herself as this avowed Christian. I am a Christian. Honestly, I forgave.
Because I can't understand how an educationist can use that language to say anything about anybody.
Lady, we don't understand how you spend more than 20 years, 30 years, 50 years with a man who led a massacre of people. Over 500,000 people died in Rero War. Do you want to convince us that all these people were killed by Tito Okello Lutwa and Obote? Your husband participated in killing people. We don't wonder how you keep on living with him every day and taking him to be this kind of a special human being. So, I cannot wonder how that they have some funny, selective empathy and humanity. Oh, I can't believe how an educationist can call me what? Taco. Okay. Like, you have your husband who said, we shall crush you, we are the master of violence. How come you don't divorce him? We're going to ask you, we don't understand how you spend life with this man who brags in abducting, torturing, and killing people. How you continue keeping quiet when Mohoz Kenugaba posts pictures of people naked and gloating in their abduction. Oh, I cannot understand how educationists can shut up.
Because of having said that our children shouldn't be, driven on borders and...
Because of having said that our children... First of all, we would say arresting Ed Mutwe just because he's a friend of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Hunting Bobby Wine down because he's challenging your husband. Don't you think that is even heavier than being called something? Being insulted or even called names? We have a man being hunted. I cannot believe.
And they be put at risk sometimes to lose their lives, and that parents should be responsible to make sure.
Like she talks about losing their lives as though she cares. That's all PR. I don't buy nothing. Nothing, she says. And in that interview, she was told, she's detached from the reality the Ugandan people live in. Oh, I am not detached. I was a member of parliament. What? I mean, like that means you're not detached. In any case, that actually means you're detached because you are the only member of parliament amidst all these constituents. She's detached. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, now let me take you to Stella Nyanzi. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Stella Nyanzi has been composing poems. I think we need to look at this from her X platform. I think let's do it here. Let me open Twitter or X platform. Stella Nyanzi. Okay. Stella Nyanzi. She's right here. Okay. Okay, she writes here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stella Nyanzi taunting Janet Kataaha Museveni. She says, cows malau. Oh, no, actually, there's one that I read here. It's the imposter at the helm of education. She has neither O level or nor A level, yet she postures around as education minister. Behold the imposter at the helm of our education. Her husband, the corrupt dictator, dictated thus, thou art the lifelong minister of education. And just like that, she started squatting in cabinet. Oh my God. She bulldozed technocrats in the education sector. She hissed and spat venom laced with patronage. She broke them in twisted wheels and broke backs. They bent their backs this way and that way. They silenced their better wisdom and criticism. They licked her boots and wiped her dash. They praised her vanity, handing her their dues. They called her Mama Janet in sweet harmony. She purred like the contented hyena she is. She officiated this and that and other functions. She signed off this and that and other policy. She changed this and that and other program. She diluted this and that and other curriculum. She denigrated this and that and other value. She even wore Makerere's majestic robe and cape. Feeling high on deception, she postured on and on, higher and higher and higher. She was goddess, higher still and higher. She was a Muchwezi deity. But now whispers claim the imposter gasps for life. Oh my God. She says, she even wore Makerere's majestic robe and cape. Feeling high on deception, she postured on and on, higher and higher and higher. She was a goddess. Higher still and higher. She was a Muchwezi deity. But now whispers claim the imposter gasps for life. This is Stella Nyanzi Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's not all. I'll show you more, ladies and gentlemen. There's another one. She's writing. She's a poet. She says, don't let death take Mama away. Now, of course, using Mama, it is mockery. She doesn't believe that. Like, I don't believe that Janet is my mother. How? Come on, zero. Okay. Don't let death take away Mama away. Did the drones fail to drive death away? Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stella Nyanzi asking Janet Kataaha Museveni, don't let death take Mama away. Did the drones fail to drive death away? Really? 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 Those drones that disappear are our own. Those drones that are fueled by failing. Why don't the drones abduct death now? Abduct death and speed off already. Vroom, vroom, drone. Abduct death. Abduct death like you abduct Ugandans. Don't let death take Mama away. Good points. Good. Chef's kiss poem. This is poetry. She goes on to say, Did the bullets fail to shoot death dead? Really? 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 Those bullets that kill our own, those bullets are loaded but failing. Why don't I've got to read this one. I need to give it a more poetic tone, okay? Excuse me. I don't want to be like I'm reading a new script. Okay. Did the bullets fail to shoot death dead? Really? 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 Those bullets that kill our own, those bullets are loaded but failing. Why don't the bullets murder death now? Murder death and finish the job already. Boom, boom, bullets, murder death. Murder death like you murder Ugandans. Don't let death take mama away. She goes on to say, did tear gas fail to scatter death afar? Really? 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 That tear gas that disperses our own. That tear gas is toxic but failing. Why doesn't the tear gas scare death away? Now, scatter death and spare us grief already. Few, tear gas, disperse death. Disperse death like you disperse Ugandans. Don't let death take mama away. This is her. Stella Nyanzi, I'm looking for you. Stella Nyanzi, oh my God. This is her last paragraph or stanza, whatever, or verse. Did the prison fail to lock death away? Really? 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 Those prisons that lock up our own, those prisons are guarded but failing? Why don't the prisons lock death away? Lock up death and set us free already. Maximum security prison, lock up death. Lock up death like you lock up death like you lock up Ugandans. Don't let death take mama away. Ladies and gentlemen, she's not done. There's this one, a praying woman. You prayed for him to succeed. He succeeded in everything he did. Behind each successful man is a praying woman. His success is apparent for all to see. His ongoing dictatorship is 40 years old. He came in bloody coup d'etat. He came after 5 years of the Bush War. He came by gun and has stayed by gun. His gun successfully subdued subjects. His gun successfully entrenched gun rule. His gun elevated his fat brother to IC. His gun elevated his brute son, CDF, to CDF. His gun elevated you to education minister. His gun elevated your daughter to pastor. His gun elevated your daughter. Sorry, I read that one. His gun elevated another to filmmaker. He successfully established family rule. You prayed for him to succeed. He succeeded in everything he did. Behind each successful man is a praying woman. Is he praying for you to get well soon? Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God. Dr. Stella Nyanzi, I mean, she's been writing this one, Vultures Flying Low over Mbuya Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, she's been writing this one, No Face Masks Against the End. Oh my Lord. Who will wave back when you go? Now, you understand the pain. Of course, that those who are regime apologists who are going to look at this and be like, Stella Nyanzi is angry. Understand what she went through. Remember the tattoo of Tupac Shakur, Thug Life. The hate you give little infants F's everybody. Was talking about the hate you give those babies when they grow up. They repeat what they saw because they learned from you. So, Stella Nyanzi is writing this as a result of how she's been treated, how she was treated. She's in exile as we speak right now. So go on and open her pages, her social media handles, and read yourself those poems. Don't be like me. I really, really failed. I butchered all those poems. So please, go on and enjoy. Let me know what you think. Is Stella Nyanzi going too far? Should she restrain and calm herself down? I don't think she would, or she should. And what do you think should be done at this point? I'll wait for your comment. comments in the comment section. My name is Mordecai Marisa. I'll see you when you see me. Bye-bye for now.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marisa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.